What's going on, everyone? Welcome to 2020's final edition of ForneverWorld. As always, people, we got a few stories to talk about. For starters, we got a story regarding Black Clover doing great things as per usual, breaking records, but in a very steamy way. And I'll tell you guys all about it here shortly. But yeah, we got a little bit of Black Clover news. We also got a cool little interesting tidbit of something that the creator of My Hero Academia did regarding Naruto. We got a big update regarding anime as a whole on Netflix around the world and what it's been doing in 2020, and it's pretty awesome. We got an update on the state of anime films and what it's done recently in 2020 as well. So a couple of different end of year wrap-up stories, I guess, for the success of anime with Netflix, and then also here with this story with the box office. A story I personally wanted to cover because I'm a massive fan of the game, Bleach Brave Souls 10 years later. We're going to talk about the little banner that they got going. I'm not paid for this. This is not an advertisement. I'm talking about it because I'm really into the game and I'm excited about it. We got a big, really awesome story regarding Jujutsu Kaisen and its popularity, wrapping the year up as well of how massively, insanely popular it's become, in particular though on my anime list. And I'm not talking about my anime list, I'm talking about the site My Anime List, where you could log the anime and manga you've watched and read in your life and stuff like that. That My Anime List, not my, yeah. A little bit of a story regarding Demon Slayer Mugen Train and the fact that not only myself, I won't be covering its massive success any longer because it already surpassed Spirited Away, but also the official, yeah, we'll talk about it. And the former author of the Boruto manga, Ukyo Kodachi, with a heartwarming message to end off the year. So yeah, we got a few stories to talk about today. Without further ado, let's jump into another, and again, the final 2020 episode of Forever News, the only news source that provides anything and everything anime and manga related. And we don't bore you. We get into it. Let's do it.
I say we gonna do what we do, no matter how you move, make your move. That's how it be though.
Okay, people, so let's start off with some Black Clover greatness to end off the year with all the pretty awesome accolades it's achieved. Black Clover decided to do a little fan service end of year win, take a W in the fan service area, because according to this it says, funny news, Noelle's and Mimosa's bikini shot from Petite Clover broke Crunchyroll's Instagram page previous record as the most liked post in less than 15 hours, beating all of Attack on Titan's final season key visuals. It also has the most comments. That is freaking hilarious. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that's a little bit of some steamy material there, mate, but Black Clover coming in clutch at the final hour to take a win in the TNA department. And while I'm at it, a small update as well. Right now, Black Clover is number 7 in Netflix's Japan Top 10. Yesterday it was 9, and Black Clover only got added to Netflix about 10 or 11 days ago as of the recording of this video. So Black Clover taking massive wins. Love to see it, and a great way to wrap up 2020, even though, again, it's a little bit like, yo, is it hot in here, or is it just me? Like, what's going on? Next up, some cool news. So in case you missed it, it was about maybe a week ago now, or a few days at the very least, that it was released. The creator of Naruto, Masashi Kishimoto, had done some art, a crossover drawing of Naruto and My Hero Academia, and it was a really cool piece at that. It was Naruto and Shikamaru with Tokoyami and Deku. It was an awesome piece. So I guess to return the favor, the creator of My Hero Academia, Kohei Horikoshi, drew his depiction of Naruto. It says Naruto X Hiroaka poster drawn by Kishimoto is being posted at Shonen Jump Giga today, and the editorial department said the coolness of the tremor. For more information, buy Giga and check it out. But also, Naruto's illustration came from Dr. Horikoshi, which again, this is Google Translate, but basically saying also a Naruto illustration came from Horikoshi earlier. It's a really awesome drawing of Naruto with the Rasengan from Horikoshi, and to be honest with you, it's in his classic My Hero Academia. It kind of looks almost like Bakugo doing cosplay of Naruto, but shout outs to, I love it. I love seeing like sensei and student working together, and they really have a cool relationship. So shout outs to both Kishimoto and Kohei Horikoshi, and shout outs to both of them having a really awesome year. Samurai 8, it went out with class despite again being cut short, and My Hero Academia absolutely dominated 2020's manga scene. So major props to both of them. Not to mention Kishimoto came back to the Naruto franchise with Boruto. Really dope stuff there as well. Next up, some really awesome news regarding the popularity of anime around the world, at the very least according to Netflix's data. Let's read. Anime consistently ranks in top 10 most watched programs worldwide on Netflix. The official YouTube channel for TV Asahi's All Nippon News network began streaming a video about Netflix anime on Sunday. The video reveals that anime consistently ranks in the top 10 most watched types of programs worldwide. The video also features a behind-the-scenes look at Wit Studio, the studio behind the Attack on Titan anime, which is working on the original anime Vampire in the Garden that is scheduled to debut on the streaming service worldwide in 2021. So yeah, anime, huge boom. I'm not surprised at all. 2020, you know, especially everything that went down, the pandemic and whatnot, everybody being home, a lot of people taking recommendations, and a lot of people got into anime more than it was already popping, but anime continues to skyrocket. I hope it continues, and I hope it becomes like what gaming is. Like, you know how gaming is just like, it's a mainstream, everybody does it type of deal now. I hope anime becomes like that as well, and it seems to be on that path, but you never really know. Hopefully it's not just a trend thing, but then again, with even the younger audience, they've been really gravitating towards it, like you see on TikTok, like even though they're kind of toxic with it or whatever. But yeah, shout outs to anime. Next up, apparently some information regarding the box office showcases that despite the massive success of Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, in 2020 there were 2 less major anime films on the top 10, or just anime films in general, on the top 10 released movies in the box office or whatnot of like anime, because last year I believe there was 4 with like One Piece, Doraemon, and a couple other films. This year there was only 2, Demon Slayer and Doraemon, which, I mean, it's to be expected. Like, you know, we've been in lockdown for how long now? Japan was in lockdown. I'm not sure if they're still in lockdown or not, but like, yeah, there's a pandemic going on, and Demon Slayer was an absolute anomaly, and the fact that there weren't that many movies released in theaters and people couldn't go out is one of the things that contributed to its massive success anyway. So even though there was 2 less successful anime films, that's to be expected. Nothing wrong with that. Like, yeah, look at the climate, you know, check the room, check the temperature of the room, fam. Next up, a story that I personally wanted to talk about regarding Bleach Brave Souls, the mobile game that's been going for, I want to say 5 years now. I've been on it for 4 years, and recently I got my old account back, so I've been really excited about it. And they released a banner that you're probably thinking like, yo, Fornev, why are you reporting on this? Did you get paid for this? No, unfortunately. I wish I could, because I really love this game, and it's always a bonus to do an ad for a game that you're really into and whatnot. But Bleach Brave Souls, 1,000-Year Blood War Inheritance Summons is here, with 5-star Ichigo and Rukia meet their 10 years later versions, and it's basically versions of Ichigo that you see in the last chapter of Bleach, and Rukia as well. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been trying to summon for them. I haven't gotten lucky yet. I had like only 500 orbs, so I'm trying to stack up again because I really want to pull them. But I think it's really dope, and considering Bleach might come back by 2021, to be honest with you, I thought it would have been a 2020 thing, but I'm imagining, again, with everything that happened, of course a lot of things got delayed, so maybe 2021 we'll get the return of Bleach. Again, it could be 2022, who the hell knows at this point, but we're confirmed, it's being worked on, it's coming, it's just a matter of when. And this really got me hyped. Like, I'm looking at it right now like, oh, I want to pull both of them. Shit, I gotta go play this game after this video. Like, yeah. Next up, really awesome update on Jujutsu Kaisen. Apparently, according to my anime list, it is the #1 most popular anime of 2020 on my anime list. And again, if you don't know about my anime list, very popular site that people use to log in all the anime and manga they watch, keep track of it, see how many days and you know, weeks and years of anime and manga they've read and watched, you know, the whole total of it or whatnot. And Jujutsu Kaisen ranking #1 on the most popular of 2020. The fact that it only came out, what, 13 weeks ago, pretty much for the most part, that is freaking insane. And that just showcases the impact and how big Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be moving forward into 2021. And I can't wait for its return, but major congrats. Like, Jujutsu Kaisen in a short amount of time has done huge things. Already 15 million sold, and it just got its anime a few months ago. Next up, so not only myself, that I announced a couple weeks ago that I wasn't going to report on it anymore, but apparently Demon Slayer's Twitter account to stop posting weekly box office updates. The official Twitter account for Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba's anime announced on Tuesday that it will stop posting weekly box office updates for the Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba the movie Mugen Train anime film. The account informs that updates will still be available on the Kyogo Sushin box office news service, but yeah, You know, it already passed Spirited Away. Now it's just like adding up to how big it's going to be at the end of its run. But yeah, I'm not reporting on that anymore. And it seems as though even the official Twitter account was like, yo, we took the #1 spot. We're good on that. We're not doing it anymore. And again, it makes sense because at this point, it's going to look like it's just gloating like, hey, we're #1 and we're getting higher and higher and higher. Why are we? Yeah, so either way, massive congrats. Demon Slayer took the biggest win in all of anime and manga of 2020. Demon Slayer, in my opinion, took, and not even just my opinion, it feels as though it's damn near a fact. Like, Demon Slayer took the biggest W of 2020 regarding the anime and manga scene. It's just, it's facts. And last but not least of the stories I wanted to report on, the former author of Boruto now, Ukyo Kodachi, he just sent out a message. It was at 3:50 a.m. according to my time, probably like, 5 in the afternoon over there in Japan, saying thank you for everything. And I thought that was really dope. And again, say what you want about Boruto, but it wouldn't be this exciting and this hype at this point in the manga if it wasn't for the years of work that he put in, setting up Kara for already 3 or 4 years now. So massive thank you to Ukyo Kodachi. I hope and I wish him the best on all of his future endeavors, because he did a phenomenal job, in my opinion, on the Boruto manga. You cannot blame him for the anime, even though he had a little bit of involvement in it. It wasn't his fault. The majority of the direction of that, he handled the manga, and I think he did a phenomenal job with Kara getting us to here. We just now got Kishimoto to drive us moving forward. But I'm very curious what you guys think about today's stories that we talked about. For starters, the fan service epic win that Black Clover has taken, alongside the Netflix win that it took. Now it's like top, I think it's #7 of the top 10 of the anime on Netflix. Your thoughts on that? Again, Noelle and Mimosa, fam, that fan service. Also, your thoughts on Horikoshi's depiction of Naruto and that art. Your thoughts on anime being the top 10 most watched thing in the world according to Netflix. Bleach 10 years later, Brave Souls. Again, I'm gonna keep on trying with that banner. That shit looks so, and I love that game. I don't know, it's like my favorite, hands down my favorite mobile game that I've ever played. Like the last 4 years, like on and off, I've been a fan of it, and I'm still going. Jujutsu Kaisen taking the dub, #1 most popular anime on my anime list. And your thoughts on any of the stories we covered in today's episode. Thank you for the people that have been supporting this segment, this programming. For Never News, we came up with it, I want to say it was around the summertime. We put a title to it and we started the segment, and honestly, not only has it been successful, it's been some of my favorite things to do in general on this channel in a really long time. So thank you to everybody that's been encouraging, supportive, and everything regarding this segment. And I'm really excited and looking forward to what we're going to be doing here on this channel in 2021. It's been a phenomenal ride. A lot of bumps and bruises throughout 2020, but the best thing I can say is we still here, fam. So let's keep moving forward. That's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Hit that bell to get all notifications. And if you want to follow any of my other social media, links are in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Have an awesome day. Peace in. And you guys just watched another episode of Forever News. Have an awesome day. Happy New Year, and I'll see you guys in 2021.
It's nights like this and times like this that I can give another hit, but I've got this inside a switch, a natural